Still a bit warm here in Florida, but really all things considered, a wonderful fall afternoon for football here in Tampa at Raymond James Stadium. With the echoes of cannon blast still ringing in our ears from the north end zone, the Bucs were introduced a moment ago, and they are all set as their guys will do battle with the Miami Dolphins. The first quarter of the season already in the rearview mirror, and off we go in Week 5 on EA Sports. First down, Logan. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory at the 48-yard line. Room here to run. And he almost made it, but just short. Finally out of bounds, right down around the goal line. 74 yards rushing for him as he's got the afternoon off to a great start. A terrific opening drive has them knocking on the door. 1st and goal. Fournette. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Leonard Fournette with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Bucs take the ball down the field and score on their opening drive. Ryan Suckup on for the point after. Extra point up and good by Suckup. And it's now a 7-0 game. Now Pinion with the kickoff honors following the touchdown. Noah Igbenogany from his end zone. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line. Tagovailoa and the Dolphins come up 1st and 10 at their own 21. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. He'll get this to his tight end, Gesicki. And he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6. We'll see what kind of mindset they have here offensively after giving up the touchdown on the opening drive.
And based on our time with them, prior to this game, I feel like they've got a good mindset going in. In fact, the discussion that we had with the coaching staff was, we may give up some points in this game, so offense has to be ready each and every time to either equal or try and get us ahead and try and keep us ahead. This is their chance to respond to that first touchdown given up.
The Bucs with an extra defender in the secondary now on 3rd down. From the gun, it's Tua. And the throw there going to be incomplete. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defense is chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
Here's Thomas Morstead on now to punt it away on 4th down. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Bucs will get ready to go on offense. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. Now they'll be looking to duplicate the efforts of drive number 1 that resulted in 7 points in this 7-zip lead.
Well, you know how much I enjoy horse racing, right? Looks like they caught a flyer out of the gate, as they would say when you're running the big-time races. Means they get out to a fast start. They're setting the pace, making the other team chase now.
Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Here's a handoff out of the gun. And once again, the Dolphin defense holds firm as they'll stop him behind the line of scrimmage. Throwing is Brady on 3rd down. He finds his man complete. That's Logan. And he's got the first down yardage before being taken down at midfield. A big play that time on the catch and run. And, folks, I don't know what more you can say about Tom Brady, but I'll tell you this. On that last throw, he toppled another mark, 80,000 career passing yards. Congratulations to number 12. The career, we know how sensational it's been, and somehow it just got a little more sensational. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4, 2nd and 6. Well, you know, this club, there were some reports earlier in the week, and most have heard this by now, the so-called unnamed sources that were saying all is not rosy in that locker room. There's whispers that 1 or 2 guys, CD, have kind of had enough of how things are going and have been going. How would you handle that as a coach?
Well, you and I both know all the coaches that we've dealt with and come in contact with. They'd love to get their hands on those unnamed sources, wouldn't they? But they know that that's not possible, so I think they've got to go in there
and a big loss here as he's taken down. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack. So Brady and the Bucs need to work a little magic. 3rd and long after that last sack. Now the Dolphins are going to halt the action here. It's a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And a catch right side by Evans. Well, they'll get 15, but that won't be nearly enough. It's 4th down. Defensively, they just lost him. He was waving his arms saying, I'm wide open. They found him.
Yeah, and it's so interesting about when a receiver starts to wave his arms because some guys, right off the line of scrimmage, they declare themselves open. You know, those guys throw the one arm up, hit me right now. In this case, he was so wide open that he was frantically trying to get his attention to make sure he got the football. And then I'm sure his only thought when the ball was in the air, don't drop it. Had too much time to think.
Now a throw here to his running back. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39.
Nice little nifty play for him there. That's the ability to read a defense and utilize players that don't often get picked up in coverage easily. And I'm talking about being able to use the backside of the backfield. Because I know that when I used to cover, hey, we got my cover. Oh, he just snuck out there, and they just got a nice first down there.
What do we love to say? Get those backs into space, right? And they were able to do that there. Nice pickup on first down. Here's Tagovailoa on 1st and 10. Flush to his right. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Shaquille Barrett in there to get him. It's a loss of 5.
They just gave up a sack there, and if I'm not mistaken, they gave up 4 last week, didn't they?
Yes, and just looking really porous, aren't they?
They really are, and I'm wondering if they're going to have to start thinking about keeping the tight end in, maybe a back, someone to help assist, because right now, the quarterback's been getting hit a lot in the last couple of games.
And this throw incomplete. And the defender all over it that time, and it's going to lead to 3rd down. On 3rd and long, it's Tagovailoa. He rifles one that's intercepted. Carlton Davis picks it. And the Bucs are going to get possession of the football as time will run out on this first quarter of play. After 7-0 on EA Sports. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They've got the lead. Last time had to punt it, though. What's the key to this drive?
I think it's leverage. The big guys up front. You know the motivational speech on the sideline is, guys, give us an opportunity. Protect the passer, create space for our runners, and let's go ahead and get these guys. Low man wins. Let's go do it on this drive.
We'll watch that leverage on this drive. Running game working. They'll stick with it on 1st down. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6.
Well, at the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back down and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run. But the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. 102 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Here's a give to Fournette. And nothing much materializing there on the 1st down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defensive front. Because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
They'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before you get a good head of steam going.
On 3rd down, it's Logan. And some space here. And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. T.J. Logan with touchdown number 8 on the year as the Buccaneers tack on to their lead. Extra point put through by Succop, and it's now 14-0. Following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And they're in an early hole. The first drive, they threw the interception. That led to a touchdown, so decent-sized deficit early on.
It is, but I think you hit the key words, early on. So they have to decide, do we even need to change game plan, or do we just need to execute better and try and get back in this game?
To throw again on 2nd down. Tua, and going deep for Hill. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Going to the air, Tagovailoa. He'll swing this out to Mostert. And he is going to have the Dolphins 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
When you're struggling on offense, you're looking for anything possible to get you going. Sometimes you do it like basketball teams that don't normally press. You put a press on, bring people to life, make them move a little bit quicker. Maybe that'll help them as they head towards the half.
This one complete to his fullback out of the backfield. And that's That's good for a gain of 6, and it'll be second down.
And as a quarterback, you're always pleased when you can use all the weapons at your disposal. Here he spots his fullback underneath, gets the completion right there for a nice pickup.
Looking to throw again on second down. Tua. That's complete to his tight end, Mike Gesicki. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. And again, it's Tagovailoa. Eluding the pressure right. Oh, looking for Waddle, but it's intercepted. It's Devin White, the linebacker. And the Buccaneers are going to have it here at their own 32-yard line. 1:58 left to play till we hit halftime. We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll send you cross-state to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have all the stats and all the scores from games going on during another busy Sunday in the National Football League. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
And that's what I'd like to see out of this defense, a little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them, but they did do a nice job there, forcing a loss on that play.
They'll roll him out right. Airing this one out for Evans. And this is caught right along the sideline. What a job of keeping the toes in bounds there. A big play that time through the air. 35 yards. So that changes things a bit. Here's a 1st and 10 all the way down at the 35. Here's Brady. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on 1st and 10. It actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over. Then they get a chance to continue their drive.
The throw on second down by Brady is incomplete.
Feels like they're getting caught in between here because they didn't completions on 1st and 2nd down. Now you got to worry a little bit about the clock because you prefer not to give them another shot here in the first half. But if you don't pick up the 1st down, guess what? You're likely going to have to.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. They fake the handoff. Now Brady. Looking downfield for Godwin. Touchdown! It's complete. Chris Godwin, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Bucs are going to add on to their lead.
Well, I don't think that we're ready yet to say the route is on, but they have certainly looked near flawless here in this first half, and now an extra point away from making it 21-0.
Yeah, and your experience led you to say that because we have both seen those 21-0 leads come and go in this league, but this one feels pretty darn secure. And here's the other part. Even when people chip away at it, it forces you into being almost perfect on the other side, doesn't it, in order to try and mount a comeback.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And with a 3-score deficit staring them in the face, they might have to press the issue here and try to get points out of this drive. And down he goes, a Buccaneer sack. Shaquille Barrett picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. To try again after the sack. Tua. And going deep for Hill. Oh, a leap, and he will make the catch. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. From the left hash mark, this a 43-yard attempt. And Sanders pulled it. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we toss it an hour or so east of here to Orlando, it's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. The Dolphins down on the scoreboard, but they'll have it first as we get going in this 3rd quarter. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive.
And you have to think, Charles, down 3 scores already, they need to play an almost perfect second half to have a solid chance.
And that absolutely starts with finding some way to put together a touchdown drive here. They need to be smart, fast, efficient, get the ball to the end zone, and do it again multiple times in order to have a chance to win this game.
Throwing again on second down.
Tua, he'll get this into the hands of Mostert.
This will be a gain of about 8 to the 27-yard line.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
And he is going to have the Dolphins first down. They needed 5 there on third down. He winds up getting 7.
Setting to throw on first down is Tua. He'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's second down.
How about a tip of the cap to the defense? They're working against a very mobile quarterback, but all day long they've kept him under wraps. And on that play, they held him to a short gain.
To throw again on second down.
And the pressure gets there, and Tua is going to be taken down. Devin White able to get in there for his second sack of the afternoon. So now after the sack, Tua and the Dolphins staring at a 3rd and long. Here's Tagovailoa to throw. That's out to Hill, right side complete. And he's able to get this one up to his 30 before he's out of bounds. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down. On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. It's a 49-yard punt, but subtract 9 there for the return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. They are clicking on all cylinders. They seem to be just scoring at will right now, and that's why they've opened up this big lead.
Now, we always talk about getting into the zone, and all athletes are seeking that, aren't they? Where everything is working for them. Every move they make works. It clicks, and they are on point right now.
Yeah, they are in that zone that you're talking about. They keep it on the ground. This time it's Fournette. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line.
Second and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
And he's going to be stopped up quickly here. Just a yard up to the 39.
Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. They run again with Logan. Room to run past midfield. And he'll take this down to the 40-yard line. 160 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. Fournette, a first down carry. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Fournette once more on 2nd down.
And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line.
They're in a pretty good spot right now with a convincing lead. I think this is where they put on the boxing gloves, start to try and pound them into submission.
And the offensive line, they've controlled this game. I don't see why that trend would change now. They'll run on first down. Logan, and he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down.
2nd down at 8.
They'll keep it on the ground. It's Logan. And he'll get this down close to a first down at about the Dolphins' 19-yard line. Call it a gain of 5 there on the run, but they'll remain a yard or 2 short here with 3rd down coming up. They'll try and run for it with Fournette. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this 3rd quarter. Three quarters in the books. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. And to give this time to the tailback. And effective running here. He'll take it down inside the 10. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old-school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run. Got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. And he got half of what he needed there, 2 yards, and it'll bring up a 3rd and 2 more. On 3rd down, Logan, and he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. T.J. Logan, his 2nd touchdown of the game and his 9th on the year. Start as they extend their lead. Extra point try now for Suckup. It's good, and they stretch their lead to 28-0 now. Now Pinion with the kickoff honors following the touchdown. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. The Buccaneer pressure too much. Down he goes. Devin White able to disrupt yet another pass play. That is his 3rd sack of the afternoon. Gotta imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Tua sets up to pass it.
Oh, and Tua going to be intercepted for the 3rd time.
Picked off by Levante David. And they'll have the ball set up in the red zone at the 16-yard line.
So now it appears they're going to accept the penalty, which means take away the interception. Also means keep your defense on the field. Don't understand this one bit.
Now left side, a completion to his tight end. That catch good for only a couple. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They tackle them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44.
Well, this game is certainly pretty well over. They'd go ahead and mark it in the win column. But as a defense, they don't want to get so soft now that everybody just throws the ball all over the place against them, gets big yardage, and puts points on the board. They have pride, too.
And the pressure gets there, and Tua is going to be taken down.
Shaquille Barrett able to record his 5th sack of the season.
That right now, that's a defeated team out there. I think you can see it totally in their body language.
Hands on hips, heads low. It's just been a struggle from the start.
Yeah, this team has been thoroughly beaten right from the word go.
Meanwhile, Tua's throw here taken in by Gesicki.
4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
Tagovailoa working out of the gun. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. Tagovailoa going for it on fourth down. And incomplete on the deep ball. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Bucs are going to take over with excellent field position to boot. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
It's just me and you. It's just me and you. Let me too. Shadow.
On 1st down, it's Logan. Xavier Howard up to make the tackle.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. 195 yards rushing for him now, as he has been tremendous all day long. So it's Buccaneer football as we welcome you back. And they have just about put this one on ice as they've got it here, 1st and 10. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll bring up a second and just about a few inches here. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line.
I've got an idea. Let's skip racing to the airport at the end of this game. Let's go to the post-game press conference. I have a feeling that the quarterback of this winning team is going to be giving a whole lot of credit to the running game and the offensive line.
Yeah, I was just going to say the offensive line, yes, carrying the ball has been key, but those guys up front, they've made a lot of space. A solid run on 1st down, gain of 7, leaves him with a 2nd and 3. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he gets halfway there from the 6 to the 3 on a gain of 3. He's hit pay dirt a lot this year, but not that time.
Yeah, I'm tracking right there with you. You're exactly right. He's found the end zone plenty of times. No way I can find any fault with the call. He may not have scored there, but of course you're going to give it to him.
On 3rd down, Fournette. And he won't have the touchdown, but he will have the 1st down as he's tackled at the 2. Well, they gave themselves options there on the 3rd down play, and were able to convert on that RPO.
Shows a lot of trust with the guy taking the snap, doesn't it? Because you're counting on him to make the right reads and give the ball where it's supposed to go. And he did on that play.
And what are the whistles for? Timeout. So they'll stop the clock here in a game that's been decided in the closing seconds. Well, they probably don't need to run a play here, but you wonder if they're going to be able to resist on 1st and goal. They'll try to run this one in. Nothing doing there. They're going to wind up holding him at the 2. No gain there, and it's going to set up 2nd and goal. So time has run out on what will be a Tampa Bay victory. And this was truly a total team effort, Charles, on both sides of the ball.
But they absolutely pitched a shutout, so it can't get much better than that, right? The defense led the way, but the offense did their part as well. They moved the ball up and down the field. So you've got to like what you saw. What do they call that? A total team effort? I think when it's time to hand out game balls, guys from both sides will end up getting one.
So for the Bucs, they improved to 5-0 now on the young season. And they will hit the road next week for a date with the Philadelphia Eagles. Meanwhile, for the Dolphins, they'll fall to 1-4 with a loss. And they'll be on the road next week as they get a date with the Jaguars in Jacksonville. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Out to the 27. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Here's Watson. Escaping the pressure right.
And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down.
An early tough test on the opening drive. This is 3rd and 8. They'll fake the handoff. Now Watson. And he finds Parker here, complete. There he goes, right side. Touchdown, New Orleans. A great effort there with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Saints have taken the early lead. Lutz with the extra point. And that makes the score 7-0. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off.
From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone.
And he is out of bounds as they'll start up past the 30. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Off the play fake, Love. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. He's got a man, complete. Touchdown, Falcons.
Quez Watkins.
His 6th touchdown of the season. And the Falcons are an extra point away from tying the football game. Extra point by Koo, up and good.
And that will tie our score here in this opening quarter of play.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away.
And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense.
Yeah, they dipped a game below 500 following the loss last week. And you get the sense that maybe this team's at a little bit of a crossroads here.
Yeah, I think that's a really good win.
Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted.
Picked off by A.J. Terrell. And they take possession 2 yards away from midfield at the 48-yard line.
CD, he tried to kind of lob that one in there. It looked pretty going through the air. The problem was it was in the air a little bit too long.
Yeah, that's a tough one because for that type of a route and what he tried to do and needed to do, he had to put a little air under it, and the defender was actually able to take advantage of it because it hung up there just long enough.
And he's taken down here by the Saints. It looks like a 12-yard loss there on the 1st down sack. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. Under pressure, and they got to him again. They'll wind up losing a full 9 yards here on the sack. Now it's 3rd down. Love now. They'll get this to his tight end. It's Jonnu Smith. Despite a pickup of 16, they're still well short of the sticks on 4th. On is Jamie Gillen to punt this one away. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. Now this is going to carry well into the end zone for a touchback. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. And last time, 1-play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, A lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give him a chance.
Maybe play action.
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. These two teams, they met up earlier in the year, back in week 2. And it was the visitors getting the win there, so they'll be looking for the sweep back here at home. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
A shotgun snap for Watson. Looks for Parker, and it's intercepted.
Picked by Antoine Winfield Jr.
Well, he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Falcon defense has a touchdown.
Coup for the extra point.
It's up and good, and it's 14-7 now here in the first quarter. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. On the ground, it's Jacobs to start the drive. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. Watson, a little touch pass on the jet sweep. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line.
This defense not fooled one bit on that touch pass.
And this has become one of those kind of in vogue plays, you know, kind of like the shuffle pass was a few years ago. This one never got off the ground, but you understand why a lot of teams are running it. These wide receivers, a lot of them, they run like running backs with the ball in their hands.
Flushed out right. The ball comes out, and the Falcons grab it.
Let's be frank, you hate the fumble at the end of the play. But prior to that, I liked a lot of what was going on. Tucks it down, takes off, picks up good yardage. But in that portion of the field, that close to the sideline,
step out.
Yeah, either get down or get out of bounds. Take care of the ball.
Yeah, he had the yards, but then the mistake. Touchdown! That's caught. A great play there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year.
And the Falcons are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
Koo able to connect on the extra point, and it's now 21-7.
Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points.
Time, baby.
They got to make up for that here.
You always hear about empty possessions, but some are worse than others. You can have an empty possession, punt the ball away, get yourself set to play defense, but when you turn it over, it changes momentum, and when they take it downfield and punch it in on you, that's a bad possession all the way around.
Yeah, but you're hungry to get back out there, aren't you?
You better be, because otherwise, it's going to be a long day for you. Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
Watson off play action. And that's going to be knocked away and incomplete. And with it, time has expired on the first quarter.
A pretty wild first quarter. 21-7, our score.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Now a play fake, and it's Watson.
And that is knocked away in the middle of the field and incomplete.
Receiver coaches preach to their guys all the time. Separation, that's what's going to make the play successful. That time there was very little, and I think they were actually fortunate that it was only knocked away and not intercepted.
Throwing on 3rd down, Watson. There, this is Parker, complete.
And they're going to mark him down short,
maybe by about a yard, if that. It'll be a gain of 8, but it'll also lead to a 4th down. Now on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. Oh, he takes it in, doesn't let it bounce. He takes it at the 2. A tremendous return there, 39 yards. And the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. Love, they go play action now. That's caught by his tight end, Foster Moreau. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. Play action this time with Love. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And this is caught for a Falcon touchdown. Chris Watkins with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the Falcons will extend their lead. Extra point by Koo, up and good. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21.
Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. They're down 3 touchdowns to this point, needing to put something together. Blitz coming, and down he goes. That one will set him back nearly 10 yards here on 1st down on the sack.
Back quite a ways here, facing 2nd and 19.
Another try after the 1st down sack. Watson. And he's taken down. It's a gain of 3 from the 17 to the 20.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it can turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
It'll be a gain of 8, but it'll also lead to a 4th down.
Brandon, a good idea there on 3rd down. Run a little clear out and hope you can get your receiver the ball coming across the formation. Nice design, but well played defensively, and they stop it well short.
He's going to let this one go deep.
And now Watson throws another interception. Picked off by Cameron Curl.
And the return stops at the 39-yard line.
Boy, we've seen a lot of mistakes here in this 1st half, and another there on the interception.
Yeah, they're certainly starting to pile up, aren't they? Because, let's face it, we expect a miscue here and there, but they're already down 3 scores and still giving the ball away. If they want to get back into this one, they've got to take care of the ball because right now the way they're playing doesn't say a whole lot for their chances. So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing, but as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
And he is out of bounds, getting it down to the 10. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And it'll be 2nd and about a yard to go for the 1st. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this 1st half of action. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. Only a yard that time, 2nd and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. A great effort there. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Falcons are able to add on to their 1st half lead. Koo able to connect on the extra point. And the route is on here in this 1st half.
Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more? And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by A.J. Terrell. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Following the interception, Love rolling to his right. He's going to look deep for Watkins. And that is caught. Touchdown, Falcons. Quez Watkins on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Falcons add on. Extra point by Koo, up and good. And that will extend this big lead.
Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. No gain on the screen there. It's 2nd down. Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. On 2nd down, it's Jacobs. And there is nowhere for him to cut back as he's taken down in the backfield. Once again, they'll keep it on the ground. And they're going to get him down well short of the first as he can only get this to the 30. It'll be a gain of 7, but I'd imagine we'll see the punt team here on 4th down. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. This is taken at the 18. That's a 49-yard punt, 8, though, on the return. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And with 7 seconds remaining, not much time to really do anything. Play fake. Here's Love. Going deep here for Watkins. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. So we have reached halftime now with the visiting Falcons out on top. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report. The Falcons back to receive. They've got the lead, and they'll get this football as the second half gets underway. Taking it about the 1. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. 1st and 10, and kind of tipping their hand at running the ball. 3 tight ends are out there. On play action. Love to throw. That's into the hands of Jacob Harris. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
And if anyone thinks they're just going to tuck their horns in and pull back off the throttle a little bit, you can forget it. Even with this big third-quarter lead, I think this team's going to continue to take their shots downfield, and there's another completion.
Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. That'll go for a gain of 7, and it'll make it a 2nd down.
So, Charles, you look at this offense, what a start to the season. 5 wins without a loss. When do you think that you start believing that maybe you're in the midst of something special?
Well, you and I both know every head coach never wants that thought to creep into a locker room. But the truth of the matter is, not quite at this time, because if we look at the Steelers in 2020, they're a great example. Remember, they started 11-0, then lost 5 of 6 and went out in the first round. But I think if you get toward mid-November, the Thanksgiving time frame, and you're still doing this, that's when things start to get real for a ball club.
And he is going to have a Falcons first down, I do believe. Yes, he's got it by about a yard there on 3rd and 3. So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material.
And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
These two teams, they met in Atlanta earlier in the year with the Falcons winning that game. So they'll be looking for the win here in New Orleans to complete the season sweep.
Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. Whatever the discussions were at halftime to try to slow down this offense, it has not worked to this point.
Yeah, I have a vision right now of everything that was discussed at the half just being torn in shreds or being erased off of the Microsoft Surface tablets because none of it is working. They are really locked in on offense.
Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2. They'll keep it on the ground. McGill. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Looking right side, and that's complete to Watkins.
And the Falcons are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as the tackle made at the 3-yard line.
And I'll tell you what, this offense is playing a little bit of keep away right now. They've come out here in the third quarter, possessed the ball for quite a while, and they keep on converting. Nice pitch and catch there to set up.
And he will take it in for a Falcon touchdown. A great play there. With his 2nd TD of the game, his 6th on the year.
And the Falcons take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead.
Koo able to connect on the extra point, and the lead will swell by 1 more. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. They've got to dig down deep. And they need something right now, really anything to cling on to. This offense has struggled.
Partner, join me in a walk to their locker room at the half, okay? Because I think what we would have seen is an offensive coordinator and his assistant coaches getting together with all their positions, then coming together as a group, going over adjustments, and then the head coach coming in and just screaming, "Wake up. Yeah. Let's get moving, guys."
I'm kind of glad we weren't in there at halftime, actually.
I mean, you think you might have turned it on us, too?
Yeah, but right now, whatever was said hasn't been working. On 3rd down, here comes Jacobs. And they're going to get him down well short of the first as he can only get this to the 30. It'll be a gain of 5, and the punt team will now come out on 4th down. Watson going to stay out there as they'll go for it on 4th. On 4th down, Watson. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out, and the Falcons will take control of the football in great field position. They throw right away, and that's complete out on the right side. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10.
Here's Love. Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted. Throwing back across his body. Picked off at the 13. And a great return as he's up close to the 40-yard line. Getting set for the next drive, the New Orleans offense. And this offense last time turned it over, went for it on 4th, didn't get it. They're lucky, though, because no points against the team on the board, but we'll see how they respond. And now here is another interception.
Picked by Antoine Winfield Jr. And the Falcons are going to take over a couple of yards shy of midfield.
The interception woes, they just continue to mount. He's thrown 5 picks. At this point, you got to be thinking, is it something between the ears?
I think a confidence hit does occur once you start getting those numbers up there a little bit. But as you and I both know, it's not...
Got a man, it's caught at the 6-yard line. Touchdown, Falcons.
Quez Watkins.
52 yards.
And the Falcons are able to extend their lead in the final seconds of this third quarter. Now Younghoe Koo for the extra point.
And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. And they will not have time to get another play in here as time has run out on this third quarter.
You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. And this will not be returned. It's a touchback, and they'll begin at the 25.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it can turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here.
Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached really well to not show that he's having a problem. You know, they always tell you no matter what, you keep throwing the football with confidence. Well, we're not seeing a confident thrower right now. He's off balance, the passing game's off balance, and the defense is taking advantage.
They go with Jacobs, and he's going to have the first down yardage to the 35.
At first glance, I wasn't sure he got it. Then I saw that spot. Definitely a first down.
It was, but boy, on the other side, you dispute it a little bit, wouldn't you? Okay, if you're playing defense, are you sure he got there? But that's why they tell you all the time, don't just get what you need, get a little bit more, and take the decision out of the hands of the officials.
Oh, there he needed a yard. He got a yard and maybe an inch.
And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. And he'll take this up over the 40 to about the 41. Well, they had a gain of 1, then 2, and now 3. The Saints on 3rd down. It's been a problem. Just 1 for 7 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. On the handoff, this is Jacobs. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th. Desperation time. Watson on 4th down. And he's got the first down yardage as he brings this up to the 47. A couple of first downs on the drive already, as he'll go from the 47 now on 1st down. Here's a handoff to Jacobs, and he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
Tough day, tough sledding right there, and it's been that way the entire game. Not a whole lot of room to ramble for him.
Yeah, you're right. It's been that way all afternoon. Didn't get a whole lot better there.
And he'll wind up getting about 6 out of that, as that's going to lead us to the 2-minute warning.
A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6. So it's Saints football as we get you reset. They face a 3rd down now as they try to find a late score. Try to run for it with Jacobs. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first.
Well, partner, what do you think? Might have been 4-down territory if they didn't pick it up, but...
Yeah, it's a moot point now. I was curious, so if they didn't get it there, would they have gone for it? I guess we'll never know.
Yeah, we didn't have to make that call, but I have a feeling both of us would have said, go for it.
Mario Addison in on the stop.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
On 2nd down, Jacobs. A first down and more for Jacobs. And somewhat of a measure of revenge as he's in for the touchdown, but they still trail big time.
He'll take it, but he won't be able to smile about it. I guess when you look back on it, it was just a matter of time until he popped a big one like that. And, you know, at halftime, you and I discussed it. They ended up first half. Well, like he might wiggle out of traffic and take it to the house. Finally here in the second half, that got done.
What's good on the extra point as they make the score just a slight bit more respectable here in the final quarter of play.
This is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And this return will net positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line, as they try to finish things off in this fourth quarter, and that current 5-game win streak looking like it's going to go to 6. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds.
Partner, I have to tell you, just one word keeps coming to mind from watching them this afternoon, and that's impressive. They have been impressive from the opening kickoff, and they haven't let up here even into the fourth quarter.
Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's second down.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
That one looks like he'll throw here. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively. And now it brings up 3rd down.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Throwing. Love. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete.
And he is going to have a Falcons first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
But whenever you call and run the hitch route, a lot of times that ball's got to be in the air before the receiver even turns around. That's the result of throwing it so many times in practice. Is really a timing route. Make sure that ball's out of your hands, and oftentimes the receiver turns around.
And this will be caught. Well, forget taking the knee. Some late gamesmanship here as they throw for a late touchdown. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for the Falcons, they remain as hot as anyone, 6-0 now through the first month and a half. And they'll get another road date next week as their opponents will be the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Meanwhile, for the Saints, they can't quite seem to turn things around as they fall into 2-4 now on the year. And they'll try and turn things around next week as they have a date at Soldier Field with the Chicago Bears. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew as well. We'll talk to you next time. So long, everybody.